Hello everyone, welcome back. This is part 3 on our series Scratch Beginner's Guide. Today we'll be looking at a tour around Scratch. Everything you saw on the website will be covered. Alright, let's get straight into it. See you there. So, here we are on the Scratch front page on my main account Codeinfinite. And the way we'll be doing this tour is that we'll be going from top to bottom. So, we'll start with this ribbon bar at the top, which you've seen before, but let's go into further detail. Alright, so looking towards the Scratch text, we can see it's a button, as when I hover over it, the cursor switches to the hand symbol. And we already know what this does since we covered in the last episode. When we click on it, it just redirects us back to Scratch's front page, which is where we are right now. And whenever you see this, it's a handy shortcut. Now, to its right, we have the Create button. And as you see, it's also a button. So, when I click on it, it redirects me to the Scratch editor. Now, we are in a brand new blank project, and this is how every great project starts. But we won't be going into any detail about the workspace, as that's next tutorial. We're only looking at the main website. Alright, now as you see, we can use the shortcut to take us back to the main page. Now, just to the right of the Create button, we have the Explore button. So if we click on that, it takes us to this nice looking page. So as we see, it says Explore, and here we have the option to filter out. So we can filter by projects or by studios. And a studio is just a playlist of projects, like mentioned in the other episode. So first we have categories. These categories can be specific or can be very broad, like all, animations, art, games, etc. If I click on any one of them, it shows me projects based on that category. And basically, all these projects are trending, as you see here. We have the option to look at trending projects, popular projects, or recent projects. So, right, the default is trending whenever you click on the Explore tab button. So when I click on it, it stays the same. Like when I click on popular, it changes to all the popular projects based on all. And there's also the recent, which just gives us the most recent projects. So this is a nice way to see what all your other Scratches are doing. As you see, if you just scroll down, we see hundreds of nice looking projects. I recommend you check this out for inspiration or just to see what other Scratches are doing. Alright, now, to the right of the Explore tab, we have the Ideas tab, which when we click on it, does exactly what it says. It's the Ideas tab, it gives you ideas. Like here we agree to have a nice friendly screen. So, what will you create? Choose a tutorial. So when we click on that, it takes us to all the tutorials that are available on Scratch. And as you see, there are a lot, ranging from everything just getting started, creating a story, even animating an adventure game. Alright, now, when you scroll down, it gives you just tips like new to Scratch, some activity guides. It's really straightforward, and I recommend using this just to start, to know what Scratch is all about before tackling projects on your own. Now we have the About button, in which it tells you about Scratch, with a description. Maybe you just want to see what Scratch is, what it's all about in more in-depth. And we also have things like Learn to Code, Code to Learn, just some videos, who uses Scratch. And yeah, I've already told you some of this in my first episode and the second, but you may want a more in-depth thing to refer to. So that's what it is. And then here we have the search bar, which we'll cover now. So the search bar works like any other ordinary search bar. You tap into the search bar and search for what you want to search for. Like, let's say I wanted to search for frog. I type in frog and it shows me all the projects with a title similar to frog. Like, here we go, frog, frog E, Polly the frog. And you can filter out between projects and studios. Like, when I click on the studios category, it shows me all studios related to frog, like the official frog army. And like with the explore tab, you can change between trending and popular, and there's no recent in this one. Alright, now you see here to the right we have the message tab. So when I click on the message tab, it takes me to all my messages. And to get a message, there are certain types of activity that you have to do. Like, here we have comment activity. And comment activity is basically every time you comment on a person's project and they, not specifically the owner, but anyone replies to you, that shows up in your comments activity. Like this person replied, look at the notes and credits, I put in thingies up there. And we also have project activity. It's either when someone loves or favorites your project. And we have studio activity. If there's a new activity in a studio, like someone joined or someone added a project. In here we also have forum activity, which is basically anything to do with a forum. And as you see, I don't have any forum activity as I'm not an active forum user. And as you see here, as I've already done, you can filter by the activity. The default is just all activity whenever you click on the button. So now there's just one more thing before we move on. So if you want to go directly to where the message came from, you could just click on the text highlight in blue. Like the studio where the activity was in is in blue. The project that the comment or reply was on would be in blue. So that's just a nice tip just to get to the message if you want to see it. Alright, now if you see here, just to the right of the message we have this folder tab. So when we click on that, it takes us to the My Stuff page, in which it does exactly what it says. It shows you your stuff. So like for example, right now we're in all projects. So whether they're unshared or shared, whatever they are, they'll be here. Like for example, my snake game, which I'm releasing soon, or Evade, which is already released. And here I can filter out between projects. Like I said, this is the all projects. Now if I click on here, it will take me to all my shared projects and unshared projects, studios and trash. You get it. And then here we can sort by last modified, which means the last time we made any changes, and it will be the closest one. Like if the closest one I changed it 2 hours ago, it would show me that one first. Then views, so from highest to lowest, loves, remixes, A to Z and Z to A. And here we can click on new project to create a new project. Like with the create button over here, it does the exact same thing. So with the new studio, just creates a new studio. In fact, as much as I know, this is the only way to create a new studio. You click on this new studio button. Here we can click see inside, which takes us to the inside of the project, to all the code. The title takes us to the project, and this is applicable with anything. Like if you remember from the Explore tab, there was a title. If we clicked on that title, it would take us to the front page of that project. Likewise, right here. And if you click on the thumbnail, which is the picture, it also takes you to the project. And that's also applicable to the Explore tab, or anywhere you see it really. And now that covers this area. So let's move on. So now you would see your profile picture right next to your username. So if we click on this, it takes us to this drop-down menu. So profile takes us to our profile page. My stuff takes you to the page we're on right now actually. Account settings takes you to your account settings. And sign out logs you out. So let's see what that looks like. So profile takes you to this whole different page where you as the owner of this account can make changes to the about me. So far, even though as well as the what I'm working on, you can change your featured project and you can change your profile picture. Now we're only covering the ribbon bar for this tutorial because that's the main emphasis for this tutorial, and as well as that really just covers everything. There are only several pages like the footer or the project page, which will be like a 5-minute to 10-minute video, and because I've already completed it, I will post it maybe 2 days time or possibly 3 days time. Alright, so let's get back to the drop down menu. My stuff takes you to the page you've already seen and I've explained. By the way, this delete just deletes the project. Alright, account settings just takes you to your account settings. It tells you your username, your location. You can save your changes if you change your location, and if you want to delete your account, you can do so. But this is a very deadly move. You would never want to delete your account. And here we have your password, which doesn't show you your password. You can just change your password. And your email. So here they'll show your current email address. If you want to change it, you just type in your new email, and that's how it works. Alright, so that's about it for today, and next lesson or tutorial we shall be looking at all the pages, like the Scratch front page, the footer, the project page, and possibly the studio page. Anyway, catch you then. Scratch Warrior out. Oh, and please subscribe.